Hi everyone, this is Dr. Barazi again. So I want to share with you here a story of one of my patients, and he has been diabetic for the last 25 years. I have the pleasure of taking care of him for the last 5 or 6 years. So this is a graph of his A1C, hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker that we usually rely on every 3 months to measure how controlled his blood sugar reading were for the past 3 months. And as you could see, kind of way initially you would say it's all over the place. However, you could see what we like to do is most of the numbers to be below 8. So he has been kind of way controlled, except maybe one time here. And then after that, he took it on himself to improve his reading. And you could see at that time, it was between 6.6 and 7.2, the A1C. So this is a chart is reflective of his A1C for the last 10 years, by the way. However, something happened, and you could see this is probably around the COVID time, which was a very stressful time for most of us. His A1C surged, and it became between 8.6 to 8.9 to 9. And when this happened, I want to share with you the same exact graph around the same time for his kidney. And as you could see, his renal function, way there, up there, kind of way correlated with the increase of his A1C, i.e., when his blood sugar reading were elevated, in a kind of way that reflected on more stress on the renal function. So instead of having a baseline creatinine, which I shared with you earlier in a prior video, when you have this kind of incremental increase in the renal function throughout the years, this is also his graph for his kidney function since 2013. He used to be running around 1.4, then increased to 1.8, then to the 2 range, to 2.4 range. And this happened within the course of 8 years. However, that surge of his A1C added to the stress, it increased his creatinine to levels we never experienced before. It reached out to 2.9 and 3. He took it on himself. When I met him at that time and I discussed with him the changes that happened to his kidney function, he took it on himself by measuring his blood pressure more frequently and by also having a tighter glycemic control. And sure enough, you could see the drastic improvement of his A1C that led to a 6.8 to a 6.2 decline for the past 6 months since that elevated number. That helped significantly to improve his kidney function. However, sometimes we might lose ground despite the heroic effort of this patient. I could be doubting that his creatinine will drop all the way to his prior baseline, which is around the 2.4. It might stay somewhere around this area. So the message from this is a long fight. Diabetes and hypertension, it's not a one-day thing. You cannot just say, oh, my numbers are good today and I should be fine. This is going to be the norm for you. Every single day, you're going to expect your sugar and your blood pressure to be controlled in order to make sure this incremental increase is not going to happen within 5-6 years, rather than it's going to happen throughout many, many, many years. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to our Facebook page and to our Instagram page, and I look forward to see you again. Thank you.